Oh, hi.
Oh,
This thing's on.
oh, Jesus.
It's on.
Okay.
How you doing?
Wow, I'm doing all right.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Oh, you don't seem
It's
okay.
a Saturday morning, it's
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I said it's tired. I don't know
It's
what I'm fucking talking about right now.
Yeah.
Brian, how you doing over there, buddy?
I'm doing well.
All right.
Oh, that's good. Good to see you're doing well.
Are you not doing
Good
well?
for you. Good for you,
Yeah, I'm
Brian.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't have to do, wine tasting or cake tasting or anything or venue searching or anything. You know what I mean? It's just-
Are you making fun of me? 'Cause
What
my
does that
wedding
mean?
planner?
Oh, that's right. No, I
Oh.
meant like in a general
I was like-
sense. I
I
like
ain't going fucking wine tasting.
there's
What's going on here?
you're not doing wine tasting.
I hate wine.
There's
with
not
a
gonna be
passion.
wine at your
What?
wedding.
No, I'm sure there will be. But
Yeah, I
want
want
to
to find
at all.
wine when I'm dancing.
While you're dancing.
I'm gonna be dancing.
Oh, I have one request, by the way, for the wedding.
Okay.
We have to recreate the scene from Wolf of Wall Street when Leo does the little, the stupid dance
Oh,
with the
yeah,
look on his face. I would like to
duh.
recreate that.
You want to be Leo?
I want to be Leo, and
Yeah.
we're going to take a video and make it a
Yeah.
gift, and it's going to be fun.
We need to do that, and then you need to do the one where he's just yelling into the mic. He's just, we're not going anywhere. Just no apparent reason, and then you're playing a Meshuggah metal song in the background.
Speaking of sugar metal, do you guys have any music preferences during the dance? I'm putting together the list right now. We got to send that to the guy, to the DJ.
You guys are doing
DJ.
You're not doing a band?
Huh?
I can
I
play
can't
in
afford a band right now. We have a DJ for the dance floor.
Okay, all right, fine. As long as there's no country. Does
No,
Marissa- she
I'm
doesn't-
not putting any country.
Okay,
There's
all right.
there's like a do not playlist.
Okay, good.
So I'm
yeah.
putting everything fucking
That's
left
good.
step.
What are a couple songs in your playlist?
Yeah.
I got some Third Eye Blind.
Jesus Christ.
You're damn right, it's on there.
What
not-
are you guys dancing to?
That's not like
What are
dancing
we haven't
music.
fully decided. I don't know, I'm not gonna.
My Chemical Romance.
No,
Mm.
it's actually gonna be.
New Kids
There's
on the Block.
there's an Arctic Monkeys song. You talking about me and Marissa?
Yeah, no, you and your mom.
Okay, well, me and my mom actually. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, no, there is a mom and son
Yeah,
dance.
nice
You're
joke,
right, you're right,
asshole.
sorry.
Okay, anyway, we're debating Arctic Monkeys song, or since you haven't seen Sing Street, you're not going to get this. But there's a song called "Up" from Sing Street, and
Yeah,
we
I'll
might do
probably-
that. It's
I'll
not really a
probably-
dancing song, so it's slow. But I'm like,
I'll probably
ugh.
never see it anyway. So.
I don't understand why you don't like fun.
I
You
just-
don't want to watch that movie.
No,
okay?
I'd rather watch, the remake of Planet of the Apes, because that's what I was watching this morning.
Fuck you, man.
What?
Oh my god.
No, because it's on HBO Go, and I'm like, how bad is this real? Oh, okay. And so I just turn it off. They have monkeys in like a space station.
I feel like every day you're like, hey, I was watching this really shitty movie last night. I was
Yeah.
like, you could have been watching Sing
Hey,
Street.
Little Nicky is not shitty.
Okay.
Well,
I
it
love
is-
Little Nicky.
Yeah,
Little-
right.
I watched that when I was a kid. It's a horrible
Of
movie.
course, you like
terrible.
Little Nicky. You don't like anything.
Yeah, Brian, what is going on with you?
Yeah.
Are you okay? Are you enjoying
I'm
things?
fine.
Really?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Do you even
I
like
just
movies?
the last 3 movies that I saw, I did not care for.
Well,
just
it's
feels like-
January. You saw what Split, which is great.
Yeah.
Generally, most people think that movie's at least decent.
So you're stupid, Brian.
Why don't you like Split?
Do you want to get right into
Yeah,
Split right
I'm-
now?
I'm
All
ready to
all
get
I was
into it.
gonna, I was gonna play a song that.
Okay,
but,
you can play the
you
song, but
can
wanna
to
play a
set
song.
Up,
No,
if
no.
we're gonna set it up, we've kind of been going off on each other on Twitter because this guy, it's a funny tweet. And I quote, I don't know if
the
this is
Shyamalan
verbatim.
one?
Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
the greatest trick that Shyamalan ever pulled was convincing people that Split is a good movie. It's funny. You doing a little Usual Suspects little
get
jab
it,
there.
I get it.
It's fun. It's cute.
Do you not like Usual Suspects too?
I love Usual
Okay,
Suspects.
then that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah.
But I was gonna say, what I really, grinds my gears more than anything is seeing people on Twitter or talk about this in general is when someone says, they coin the phrase, "You have no taste" in movies or anything like that. It's a tasteless thing to say to someone.
I see what you did there.
But there is an exception with Brian. I genuinely
he has
think
no taste.
think Brian has no taste.
I don't think he's ever liked a movie.
I don't know.
before. I don't think I've ever had a conversation like, oh yeah, that's a good movie.
he
Besides
watches-
Usual Suspects.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
what
said I like Usual
I,
Suspects.
will
that's
you let
one
me
movie.
finish? Okay.
That's an anomaly. Okay, that's a rarity.
Didn't you post a tweet yesterday or what movie? There's a movie you saw. I was like, okay, Copster has a terrible taste in movies.
Whoa! Hold
Oh,
on
okay.
here, sir.
I'll look it up. But
I've been doing YouTube for a long time now. No, no.
Do you like
What?
movies, Brian?
I
just
love
need to
movies.
know.
Wait,
What-
hold
do you
on.
like anything from last
I'll
year?
try to find it before you do. What did I say?
What was your number one movie from
But
last year?
I watch those movies knowing that they do suck.
Okay.
You know, I'm not. What did I post?
I forgot. I don't know if it was on Twitter or on a text.
You brought
but-
the show completely to a
Yeah,
standstill.
I know.
I
I
hope
know.
you're happy
I'm
about
not.
this.
Are you talking to me or are you talking to
Both of you.
Crew?
Oh, okay.
You both
Okay,
failed.
you're talking to a guy
who.
who watches reruns of Power Rangers on a daily basis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Tasteless.
okay, well, what is it? What is it about?
Favorite movie last year? I didn't see that many movies last year. That's why I don't have a real favorite or one that sticks out.
Yeah. Okay.
I remember enjoying The Nice Guys and I remember enjoying Civil War.
Okay.
Okay.
But the rest of the movies I thought were like.
And those were the only two movies you saw of last
No,
year.
I saw a bunch of movies last year, but Rogue One was fine.
I understand that. I didn't
understand
love
that.
it like everyone
Yeah.
else did. But
Yeah.
I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I thought it was like
Really?
I came out of that movie crying, like, oh my gosh, this is everything I wanted. Then going back, I'm like, yeah, okay, because you ride on that high. That's with any movie, especially any big blockbuster. And considering that I don't watch trailers as much anymore, it's a different experience now. But I totally understand that.
Guys, I'm starting to think you're not going to find this tweet. I love that we're doing it. I love that we're stalling to try to figure out
I'm
what
multitasking
you fucking
it.
tweeted
No,
about.
we
that's
were
like-
looking at. I was going along with it.
I don't think we're going to find it.
I don't know.
We're at like weeks ago on his Twitter account right here.
The 3 past movies that I saw that I did not care for were Split.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was ridiculous.
Okay.
Moonlight, I thought was very flat
Well, because you're racist.
and
Fucking
homophobic.
racist.
Oh, and
Brian.
homophobic. That's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Sorry.
And I thought La La Land was.
Hold on. That's a joke, people. Do
I know.
not
Yeah,
feel
I'm
that
joking.
emotion.
I'm joking.
We are joking.
We breezed over that
Okay.
pretty quickly
Yeah.
too.
You're like, hold on. Put the show to stop
Hold
here.
on.
That was
We
sarcasm.
generally don't mean that. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I
We-
love all people.
You should
Ah,
never take the three
Jesus.
of us serious.
Or
Never.
do I hate all people equally? What's better?
I think it would be better if you hated
He's also
everyone.
joking there.
Yeah,
There's
no.
also a joke.
But if we were serious, hating everyone in general would be better than going after one specific race. But again, that's a joke.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, hold on. We need to get out of this.
Yes.
We need to get the
Let's-
shovel
let's-
and get out of this
let's-
hole. Okay,
let's
guys.
move on from
All
this.
right.
But did you guys see Moonlight?
I did not.
I actually never did. Yeah, I haven't yet.
I never
Yeah.
did.
I can't fucking say anything.
Brian,
Well, I didn't
Brian,
know.
Brian,
Hold on.
Brian,
It's a shitty
Brian,
movie.
Did you hear
Wait.
me criticize that? No.
No,
I
okay,
said,
I did not.
okay, we jokingly
And-
called you a racist. But
Yes. And that's why we didn't know about your taste, because we didn't know the 3 movies that you were referring to.
But have you
besides
guys
Split.
seen La La Land?
Yeah, I
He
love
has.
La La
I
Land.
haven't. I just
Love
don't.
it.
You
I don't-
love it?
I
yeah,
don't
Or
care.
do you-
number 2 of the year last year.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was
I
another
totally get
flat
that it's
movie.
What do you mean flat?
Like it's so simple and the songs are so forgettable.
I don't know. Oh, I will say I'm very upset with the Academy. The original song.
You're upset with the Academy, the
I'm upset.
all-white
I know.
voting Academy. Those
I
are
think
your
you have some
people, man.
uncles
La La
and
Land-
cousins on the Academy.
The 2 worst songs from La La Land got the freaking nomination for best original song. I want to say.
Okay.
You haven't seen it, so you can't say.
The
No, I
City of
can't say
Stars
anything.
is so forgettable.
Oh,
it's
that's
like
such a terrible song.
it's like a
so
minute
boring.
long,
Ah.
and Ryan Gosling cannot sing.
Ah.
So
Is it one of those things like?
He just kind of talks like this.
I'll bring it up right now.
Yeah.
is it one of those things with like an Anne Hathaway? She sings like I don't know if that song was nominated or anything, but I know she was nominated for like that.
She won
Cameo.
for Les Mis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Is it similar to something like that where it's just a short scene? It's like, oh, it's good, but you
For
know,
that song? No, that
Yeah.
song's pretty long. Here we go.
I don't want to listen to the whole
Listen
thing.
just for a couple seconds, just so you can hear the mumbling singing that he
I'm
has.
already out.
okay?
I don't care. This
There
is
you go.
making me not want to see the movie.
Are you shining just for me?
I mean, it's
Doesn't it just
fine.
make you want to take a nap?
a little bit?
Again, I love this
sounds
movie.
like,
It's a great film.
Sounds like Moonlight Sonata.
There's so much
What?
that I
Moonlight
can't.
I like how we're talking while there's music
Can you
going
hear
on.
like his
I don't
singing?
care.
His singing is so bad,
Yeah.
and it's nominated for.
Well, see,
best-
I could move past that.
There is the part in that song where he does a duet with Emma Stone, and that's kind of a cute little thing. But
Yeah.
but
is
overall,
that the when they're looking for the car?
no, that's
Okay.
a lovely night, and that's actually my favorite song in the movie.
I love that.
the one
that,
where they're on the hill and the
Yeah.
sunset and all that.
Wait.
That's my favorite one.
I thought you loved La La Land because I could have sworn I saw you and RB3 gushing over it on Twitter.
No, I said he said a tweet something like, "I hope La La Land or is La La Land going to break records for like
Oh, okay.
15 Academy Awards or something?"
Who
I just-
cares, by the way?
I just
guys?
put, "I hope
Honestly.
not."
Right.
But I love that whole sequence of at the party when he's playing the keyboard on the goofy
Yeah.
band and
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
like flirting with him all the way up until
Wow.
they leave the car.
Oh.
That's understandable.
I love that part, and the
Sounds
rest of the
Are you
movie.
saying it gets too like I don't want to say spoil
Do you
anything,
almost
but it
throw
gets like depressing. I almost
the,
did vomit into
the rest of the
fucking thing.
movie?
Nothing's ever
Is that
too
what you're saying?
depressing.
No, it's just like forgettable, and Ryan
Okay.
Gosling is just like an asshole, and you're like,
It's
why?
interesting because like second half, like it really hit me emotionally, man. I don't know. I don't want to get in because you haven't seen it, but like
Yeah.
I don't
you know,
care.
It's good
I
shit.
don't.
I care that you need to watch.
The
this
only thing I
movie.
took away from this conversation is that you're upset with the Academy.
I'm obsessed with the Academy, and they
that's-
couldn't give two
That's
shits.
absurd.
I know.
But do you care if we spoil it or not?
not
are-
really.
are you gonna
I
see
think
it?
I think it was already spoiled for me.
Yeah,
I know. What do they not end up together?
yeah.
All right,
Oh,
fine. Let's
okay,
go.
I
Here we
wanna
go.
spoil it.
All right,
Let's get
here we
into
go.
it.
All right,
Who
here we go.
freaking
All right.
who?
Round
Who?
one.
Yeah.
Ding, ding. Let's do this. Go.
Because spoiler alert, they don't end up together.
Which I'm
And-
fine with.
I was fine.
beautiful
Okay, like
sequence there.
it cuts from like them making it in their own ways. Like he's already in a big band.
Are you saying like the end montage thing?
No,
What
no,
are you
no. Like right before it cuts to like 4 years later,
Oh.
he's making it with the John Legend band, and then she got a part in a big movie. Okay, and then they make it big in their respected professions. And then it cuts to 4 years later, they split up. She has a whole different family. He's by himself, supposedly in a bar.
It's a jazz club.
Whatever.
It's a jazz club, Brian. Get it right.
So pretentious. His name is Seb. Pretentious fucking name.
Sebastian.
But then, okay, the last scene where she's like looking at him and just like horrified to see him. Like, why can't she just be happy for him? And why can't he be happy for her?
Because they went through some shit together, man. Of course, they're eventually happy. That's why they go off and give each other a look like, all right, we had our time. We're going to go off and live our lives now, but we had some good times, baby.
There's the whole montage, the whole dance sequence at the end, and then just cut back to her like looking horrified just to see him.
Not horrified.
I felt horrified.
I thought it was kind of like, sadness of like, oh man, we really could have had something here, but this is where life has taken us. We can't have this anymore, so we just got to move on. I don't know.
When do the helicopters and machine guns go off?
That goes off in the third act, actually.
Okay.
It's the main action set piece at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a pretty
You guys
good
done?
sequence. No.
Okay.
Are you?
He's not.
I just
Look,
saw-
I'm not
okay.
going to change your mind. You're not going to change your mind.
I know.
But
I do want to talk about Split now. I want to get into
All right,
it.
here
now.
we go.
Wait, because
I know. I want to point something out. Well, we were getting into this very in-depth conversation.
I was not
about
paying
Lone.
attention at
He
all.
was dancing because he just saw an M. Night Shyamalan tweet. So what's going on here?
He tweets, and I quote, "I have an 11-page outline for my next film in my bag. I can't tell you what it is, but if you've seen Split, ...
No.
What a douchebag.
Brian, come
What
on.
a fucking
Come on.
douchebag.
Why is he a douchebag? Because
Watch
he's
yourself.
a filmmaker who's making a comeback and he's passionate about what he's doing. The things, okay, I don't care that you don't like Split. Do you hate the movie?
I don't hate it. I just thought it was.
He doesn't like when people like movies that he doesn't like.
That's true. That is true.
He
Yes.
makes it very known on Twitter.
Yes.
It's like, hey guys, I know you'll
Look
like
at
this.
me.
I don't.
Yes. No, but I don't care.
I'm sorry.
I don't.
Thanks, Cody.
Opinions aside, I really don't care if you like the movie or not. And that's opinions in general, people on the internet or anything about movies. But the one thing you gotta respect about him is that he is super passionate and he's doing things in movies that a lot of filmmakers are not doing today.
What's he doing now?
Well, he's
Making
taking
terrible movies?
No, he's not making terrible movies.
No, because a lot of filmmakers are doing that.
Yes,
That's kinda-
a lot of
yeah.
people are taking paychecks. This is a huge passion project. It's not a huge budgeted film, and it's not like he's using he usually uses Roger Deakins and James Newton Howard.
He's worked with Roger Deakins before?
Yeah. Oh no,
Really?
Deakins did all of his movies for the longest time.
Was that like a
No,
cinematographer or
I
Yeah.
something?
don't
Oh,
look
okay.
this
I'm pretty
up.
sure.
Hold on. You keep going, bro. I'm gonna
Anyways,
look this up.
but he's not using these huge names, like especially for Split. During the Q&A at AFI Fest, he was talking about how he recruited the guy who composed the score for
It Follows.
No.
The Witch?
No, he did get the cinematographer from The Witch. No, I'm sorry. God damn it. He got Anya Taylor-Joy from The Witch.
Yeah.
Excuse me. He got the cinematographer from It Follows, and then he got the composer from that HBO show. The what's it called? I can't even think about it. The
I'm
killer.
gonna let you figure this out.
The killer. Whatever it is.
How about True Detective?
Jinx.
Jinx.
There you go.
Oh,
He got
yeah,
the
he got the
composer.
composer.
You got
yeah,
the composer.
That's a
and,
great.
and like the composer, it was like the composer's first film ever scoring. It Follows choreographer. Yeah, because they did a dance number. The It Follows cinematographer is young, fresh. Like he's getting all these fresh guys or people in general to actually work in these movies, and he's giving there's no huge stars besides James McAvoy in this movie, and even James McAvoy is not he's no Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt. He's still very underrated, and a lot of people are starting to realize who he was.
He's in
Roger-
the biggest X-Men movies.
Roger D. Not the biggest. Come on, Brian. The biggest X-Men movies are 1 and 2. Okay, okay.
Okay.
Roger Deakins did The Village, but I'm not seeing anything else.
I could have sworn he's done more. Maybe I'm just thinking of James Newton Howard.
Because I know the. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Go on.
Okay. Well, who did
James
his
Newton
other-
Howard is a composer.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
I thought you. I
No,
thought you meant
he worked. Maybe
cinematography.
that's what I'm getting mixed up because he usually does James Newton Howard.
Okay.
But Roger Deakins, okay, yeah, so I know he did at least one movie. I don't know who did the other ones, but still, he's still taking young bucks. Get it?
I
Bucks
get it.
because
I
the
get it.
Wanger
It's
thing.
promotion.
And he's doing this, and he's also telling a story in a not so conventional way either. You know?
He's doing the bullshit thing of the cinematic universe now.
No, not even that. I don't even think this is one thing I don't know. Like, if we're gonna get into spoilers for Split,
James Newton Howard did a lot of Shyamalan.
A lot of Shyamalan stuff.
I've confirmed.
If we are getting into spoilers, a lot.
Can we spoil Split?
We're spoil Split right now.
It's been 2 weeks.
It's been
guys.
2 weeks. It's been a while now,
Yeah,
and it's
3
still
weeks.
doing really good at the box office.
Good job.
That's what's making me
gonna get a
excited
three-peat,
because
I
it is
think.
indie filmmaking. Even though it is a bigger budgeted film, it's still on a smaller
Low-budget
scale.
filmmaking.
Low budget
We'll call
film.
it that.
Okay,
Yeah.
it was not an independent because it's been released.
Shyamalan and Blumhouse and all that. But
Exactly. And this is from not his own pocket, but I mean, coming off the tails of The Visit, which was purely out of his pocket, and then Blumhouse picked it up. I don't know if Split was the same.
I'm pretty sure he had a deal where he doesn't get paid till it does box office stuff.
Yeah,
to where
yes.
yeah,
I think
so-
he even tweeted something about that
something
too.
like that,
So he took a big risk with this movie, and especially he took a big risk with the ending because this is related to Unbreakable.
How the fuck did they keep that under wraps?
That's
in
what I
today's
love
day and
the
age,
most.
Still, kind of, for the most part, if you haven't seen Split, I mean, you're fucked now.
But
if
even
you haven't
still-
seen it, you wouldn't know it. People are being somewhat respectful about keeping this shit under wraps. It's probably because most of the young people watching it have no idea what the twist was.
That's true.
That's why it was so lost on
no
me.
one's seen
But
Unbreakable.
that's the thing. It's not a film for just general audiences. It is in the sense of just watching it because it's a character-driven movie. It's a performance-driven movie. And if you're just a regular film goer, you see this movie and you're like, oh, that's cool, but why did Bruce Willis pop up in the end? Then it gets you talking about Unbreakable, wanting to go back and watch Unbreakable, and then you're like, oh, okay, the two are connected. But if you are a hardcore M. Night Shyamalan fan, very similar to how Rogue One was. If you're a hardcore Star Wars fan, you're going to pick up references. You don't need to read a fucking book to understand it. But if you're just a hardcore Star Wars fans and you know those original films because they use original footage from the movies, or at least deleted scenes from that, you're going to get that. The general audience will be like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then they find out after the fact. But this, if you're a big fan of Unbreakable, that ending was probably one of the greatest things you'll ever see in movie making.
And that's Shyamalan just being like, oh, look at this fucking ending. I'm going to make it so amazing.
But it's not pretentious. It's not in a way where he's like, yeah, I'm going to make all this money. No, he took a risk because...
Hold on. What hand gestures are you guys doing in those last
He was jerking off
Yeah,
two guys. I was doing
Brian's
one.
over here doing one. Cops is jerking off two guys.
I was just mimicking it. I was mimicking it.
Mimicking and mirroring, man.
No,
You're doing
I was
two different
mimicking
things.
and I wanted to be better.
I wish we had video for that. That was so bizarre.
He was
Okay.
jerking one, I wanted to do two. I wanted to be that much better than him. But no, it shows how passionate he is about it because I don't think this is a movie where he made the whole thing and then towards the end he's like, you know what could really spice this up? I'm going to throw in Bruce Willis and make this related to Unbreakable because there are little things.
Oh, it was all planned.
It was all planned.
It was planned.
It was all planned, but it wasn't for the sense of like, look at me, I'm going to do the whole twist thing. Because
He's going to do
not.
the cinematic universe thing where he's like, I'm going to have this character be created in his own thing.
Okay.
And then we're going to
2017, Brian. The cinematic universe is everywhere.
Well, yes,
so
yes
that's
and no.
him. That's him joining on the jumping on the
But-
bandwagon.
Yeah.
Okay,
there.
okay, I'll go on one end. Yes, it could be a thing where he is jumping on the bandwagon, but he is doing it in the most unconventional way.
By a scene after credits.
No, because it's not even an after credit scene because it's still part of the film. Credits haven't even begun. It is right after the title, but I wouldn't even consider that a mid credit scene. It's still part of that movie, and plus, it's not this movie. And I said this from the very beginning, before everyone had seen this movie, that it is a supervillain origin story. But you look at all these other movies, all the Marvel movies, DC movies, whatever it is, whether it's a superhero origin story, it's so cliche. It is, they learn their power. Like you look at Doctor Strange. I really enjoyed Doctor Strange, but it's like we've seen it all before. Guy down on his luck, something bad happens to him. He goes, searches for his powers. He's got to beat a bad guy towards the end of the day. This is from the very beginning, this sick, messed up dude doing bad things, getting to a point where he wants to get this full power, and then at the very end he gets his power. He doesn't fight any crazy supervillain or I mean a superhero to go up against him. There's no one that could withstand this type of power that he has. And I think that's something that you don't see in a lot of whole movies, especially when it's so grounded. It's as realistic as it possibly can be. It gets a little hokey when he's climbing up the walls and stuff, but that stuff is hinted at.
But I think that's what bothers me is that the beginning of the movie is so grounded and almost realistic where like it just like takes this turn into superhero or like, oh, I'm watching a fucking superhero
But
movie.
it doesn't get to a point where it's totally unbelievable because that ending.
He just said he's crawling on the walls upside down and
but
shit.
there are things there's a lot of exposition, and Shyamalan has a problem with that. He does way too much exposition in his films. And
you mean the flashbacks?
No, the flashbacks aren't even so much exposition. It's more so the doctor lady who is pretty much explaining about the DID constantly talking about it. But she's always hinting at especially this one conversation she has with another doctor where the guy's like, you're talking about like supernatural beings and what you think they have some kind of power. Like a lot of these things, that ending is earned because all the hints that are alluded to at the very beginning and throughout the entire film. Because you're constantly thinking, when you go into a Shyamalan film, the one thing you're thinking, what's the twist? And that's guaranteed, like you're guaranteed what you're going to be thinking about. Even though you shouldn't be, it's what you think because it's M. Night. He's known for that.
I wasn't really expecting a twist in this one because I didn't think that there was going to be.
I wasn't either, actually.
Like setting up for a twist or anything. It was just like a simple. But I think guy gets crazier and crazier.
I mean, M. Night is just so known for that. At this point, people are like, okay, what's the big thing? You know, people were guessing what the twist was in The Visit.
Was there a twist in The Visit?
You never saw it?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, this is good.
Okay. It's good.
Oh, man.
It's really good.
Right.
Yeah. It's. I mean,
you're gonna hate it.
You're gonna fucking hate it. You're gonna hate it.
Is he setting up a cinematic universe bullshit? Okay,
No.
that's the thing. Okay,
No, it's a contained story.
That's what I just want. I wanted a contained story with a good beginning, middle, and end.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not a prequel to or a side story to a movie that I've never seen from 17 years ago.
You never saw Unbreakable?
No.
Oh, that's a different story.
Okay, but that's the problem. If he said, okay, this is a side story from Unbreakable, I would have seen Unbreakable before that.
Okay, but that's part of the movie making magic and the beauty of it because we are so spoiled with everything today about here's the synopsis to Thor Ragnarok. Like, I don't want to know that shit.
If you knew that Split was connected to Unbreakable, you'd be looking the entire time waiting for Bruce Willis to show up. And you'd be like, oh, they waited till the very end.
It is
it
is a completely different movie going experience, not knowing that stuff because it's surprising. You do not get surprised in movies anymore.
Let's take a second and get rid of the Bruce Willis thing because technically it is a credit scene because it happens after the main Split.
Fine, semantics.
Before that, how did you feel about the movie?
I did not care for it.
All right.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. If that part did not happen, would you have still liked the movie?
Absolutely.
Yes,
I was telling him after
Okay.
I saw it, I'm like, I didn't even need that. I was like, I thought it was a very well-made movie.
I saw Mark and Christian's review where like they thought the movie's okay, but then they saw the credit sequence and like, now I love this movie.
I get that too because the first time I saw this movie, I thought, this is good, good, and I liked it. I didn't love it as much, but because it's such a daring thing to do that, I don't remember the last time I've seen a movie where like the last minute completely changed my opinion. Not completely,
but I'm alone on that because I
think so?
I really love the movie even before that, and that was just a little icing on the cake.
It does. It is a good icing on the cake, but it's also a great way to watch movies because, when you're watching a movie and you're like, okay, first act, okay, second act was a little bit better, and third act, so it's an okay movie. But this is really a movie you have to watch all the way through, and I think that's what makes Shyamalan so great is, you gotta keep giving the movie a chance. You gotta keep giving it a chance. So you watch The Sixth Sense, and that's a great movie through and through, maybe even without the twist or not. But when you do see that, you change it.
Let that be established.
It changes your experience going back and watching it again, and that's what I liked about it.
Yeah.
And when I saw Split for a second time, I was rewarded knowing the fact of what was going to happen. Because if you imagine they pitched this movie and they marketed it to the sense like, oh, it's an Unbreakable sequel, which it is. I do not consider this a side spin-off sequel or anything like that, or part of a universe. This is an Unbreakable sequel.
Split.
That's
the movie.
I'm gonna.
I
think if you're calling it an Unbreakable sequel, it has to
because it fits in that in the universe. Because
it fits in, but I think it's a spin-off. It's not a sequel. It's basically the same. Unbreakable 2 would be straight up Bruce Willis versus whoever.
That's what I think. If
it's a sequel, you need Bruce Willis to be front and
It's
center.
the Rogue One to the Star Wars trilogy.
Oh, well.
Okay, the reason why I considered it as I'm dying here.
Yeah, take a second.
Take a breath.
It's been a heated conversation. Let's just take a deep breath.
The reason why I consider it a sequel is because of how non-conventional Unbreakable was. Because Unbreakable was a superhero origin story, and I guess even Unbreakable is a supervillain origin story too, with things happening in the movie. I would
consider that.
Yes, it's a both.
I can't believe you haven't seen Unbreakable, Brian.
You should really watch it.
Yeah.
But that's the other thing too, is getting the general audience to go back and watch a movie that happened a long time ago. You know what I mean?
There were so many damn people in the theater like, why was Bruce Willis?
Yeah, like that wasn't like a gigantic movie.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So like why?
Which is why
that's why they saved it for probably a credit scene. I think
that and
probably a what?
That's why they saved it for the credits and didn't put it in the.
And
I know it's only a second after the credits start,
but people in the theater are like, what the fuck?
But that's also why
who's Bruce Willis?
But that's also why it was such a risky film to make. Because Unbreakable came off the heels of Sixth Sense, which like critically acclaimed by everyone. That was like the movie that put him on the map, saying that he was going to be the next Spielberg and all these things. And then he comes out with Unbreakable, which I think probably
it was marketed as like this suspense thriller.
That's the problem. That's the thing that pisses me off with all of his films is that it's just there's no way to market them. Because even The Village,
True.
that movie, how do you market that film? They market it as a monster, as a creature feature, right? Yeah. And then when you go and see it, it's a romance drama, very much how Crimson Peak was too. They market that as a horror film. You can't market that as a romance film because no one's gonna go see it. And the problem and the thing, I think they handled Split very well because they were very true in the marketing that this dude's, they're building up to, the beast or whatever it is. What do they call it? The Horde, which I fucking love. Horde. That's a great fucking name for a villain too. Yeah. So. Yeah.
This has been the segment. Brian doesn't like joy. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm just kidding.
Step back and think about the movie as a whole. Yeah. I was very underwhelmed by it. I
understand that. Yeah.
I enjoyed James McAvoy's performance.
I totally get the argument about the two other girls. The acting wasn't great on those two. I totally get that argument. But I thought the main story with Anya Taylor-Joy and her arc throughout the movie was fantastic. Because how she comes through, just gets over the trauma at the end. Oh, it's great.
Because
she's holding the shotgun at the end. It's a metaphor for earlier when she held the shotgun and couldn't have pulled the trigger. Oh, it's so cool.
And it's also
was that spelled out for you?
Was it spelled out for you?
Was it even? I don't know because I think they overlaid the shotgun shots. I don't think it was clear enough.
Touche.
Yeah.
It was a nice touch. I liked it.
It's a nice touch, but it's not so much an arc for her to get over and not go back with her uncle, but it's also to show that she is possibly one of the special ones too.
Okay, hold on. Okay. People have been saying that. People are saying that, and I disagree completely. That if you're doing that, and you're suggesting every single person who's ever been traumatized has a special power.
Not has a special power, but has the potential. It's what the doctor says in the movie. Because James McAvoy, as a kid, he was beaten on his mom. She was very abusive to him.
Beaten by his mom.
Beaten by, what did I say? Beaten too?
You said beaten on.
I think you said beaten off by his mom?
No, Brian, Beardo.
Brian.
Come on.
Family show.
Do your sound bites. What the fuck? There's no, you got to do like a boing or something. Like
I don't know.
Boner sound. But
a boner sound.
Like a boing or something like that.
Freak.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. That works too.
That'll suffice.
No. I think that's warranted as well. They match with each other. I have to see Unbreakable again because I did rewatch it, but I don't know exactly what his childhood was like to eventually. Because you look at Mr. Glass, which I won't say because I don't want to say for him, and that's a shit, So
that's a shit on the poster.
So it's that idea. It's a cool way. Thank you.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. There's some schlock.
Good.
But you look at all the superheroes and supervillains and stuff like that. It's like, kid gets bitten by a spider. He's a geek. He gets picked on a lot. What was Wolverine's origin story?
I don't know.
I don't know either. You know what I mean? He was used as a test experiment. It's a nice way if they are setting up.
Well, he had claws before that, and then
that's true. But I get if you don't like the setting up the universe, it's fine. But at least they're doing it in a not so bombastic, fantastical way. It's a grounded way. It's a grounded superhero kind of series that he might, be setting up. Because I can't see him because he's never done. This is technically the first kind of sequel he's done.
Yeah.
And he never usually does that stuff. So I'm interested to see where he goes from here. Whether it is called Unbreakable 2 or what everyone's...
If it's called that, I'm going to rub it in your face that that's the actual sequel and this is it.
Yeah,
I was right. Remember when you're showing I said this wasn't a sequel?
I like everyone's fan-made title, Shattered. I think that'd be cool for like a third movie, Unbreakable, Split, Shattered. So
I get it.
Yeah, I love this movie a lot. I cannot wait for this thing to be on Blu-ray and buy it 3 times just for Brian.
You're gonna buy it 3 times or watch it?
Have 3 copies of the exact same Blu-ray.
Yeah, I want to. And I hope it's not one of those shitty Blu-rays where it's just like, there's a cool making of. I want a fucking commentary.
The thing we need.
I want it. I want it all. I want to hear everything from him.
The thing we need to understand though is that there was a shotgun scene in the beginning of the movie, Brian, and it reflects at the end. I don't know if it's clear.
I think it was.
I'm letting it be known that it was deliberately done.
I think the flashbacks are helping us understand her character more.
Are you get that?
I think that's what he's doing.
What's going on? It's gonna pay off later in the movie.
I think that's amateur filmmaking at best.
Amateur film.
Yeah. Amateur? Oh my god.
Okay.
You know what? What's your favorite movie of all time?
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Okay. All right.
You're okay.
You've seen that movie
set him
one
up like
time.
That. Okay.
I've seen it a bunch of times.
Once. Who's in that movie?
Nurse Ratched is played by Louise Fletcher.
Oh, okay.
And McMurphy is played by, I'm blanking on his name, Jack Nicholson.
Are you familiar with the actor?
Randall Patrick McMurphy.
Oh, good job.
Who are you?
It's a great movie. Check it out. see better movies than Split.
Oh, there you go. And this is coming from the guy who watches The Bachelor.
Yeah,
it's a great show.
Hold on. Let's
it
talk
is a great
about
show.
This.
It's a great show.
Why do you watch this? I'm not saying just you specifically. I am asking you, but like, why is this such a thing?
Because it's just like a fun guilty pleasure to enjoy like the trash on TV.
It's fake.
I know, I get that.
Okay, you understand that. Okay.
Split is fake, Cody.
Oh my god. No shit. It's a fucking movie. Okay.
Yeah, so if you go into...
But it's not... Split isn't pretending to be a documentary, okay?
But it's not pretending to be a documentary. Like,
The Bachelor is saying it's real. There are millions of people who are convinced that... Oh, okay.
I know. Some people believe it's real. Some people say, oh, they're not there for the right reasons or some bullshit. But we know it's all produced.
Okay.
It's all... Okay. They have the villain girl on...
At least you understand that.
Yeah, I get that. They have the villain girl...
I don't think he does.
No, I think they're really going to fall in love.
Okay. I think that's a front.
Okay.
But the producers are giving the people lines, telling them what to say. They don't just come up with like a whipped cream thing, like on their own. They get that from production.
But this is entertaining to you.
It's fun.
Is entertaining.
Yeah, the character, like I said jokingly, that
can't watch it.
The characters are more entertaining than the three girls in Split. Those characters are forgettable.
Well,
I don't know their names
because the two girls are not meant to be that way. They're meant to be throwaway characters.
What's the character's name of the main girl?
The main girl in Split.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cops are your favorite movie. I'm not going on this. Hold on.
No, but let me. What's her name? What's the character's name?
Give me a second. Hold on.
You just fucking stumped him right there.
Well, I can name you all 23 of James McAvoy's characters.
No, by the way, he only played 3 characters total. Maybe like 5.
3?
Yeah, okay.
Like
I was like, you're wrong. Okay, go up to 5.
Yeah,
Hold on.
but they set up that he has 20.
If you want a 7-hour movie, I guess.
Yeah. But he just switches off from the lady to the kid to Mr. White.
Mr. White?
Yo, Mr. White.
We
got these kids in the basement.
No, he reminded me of Walter White when he had the bald head and the glasses. But he just switched between like those 3 or 4 or 5.
Do you acknowledge that his performance was good though?
It was a great performance.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
It was good going from like the kid to like creepy to. It was a great performance.
I thought it was great. The
Casey.
one shot.
My name is Casey.
You was trying so hard to remember.
No, it popped in. I forgot about it for a second, and then it just.
To be honest, did you look that up just now?
No.
Okay.
No, you had his phone in his head.
Yeah, he did for a little bit. I'm just joking.
In the batch, I can name Corinne, Vanessa, Danielle M, Danielle L. There's a bunch of girls.
You also watch that every week.
That is true.
It's a good show.
It's a weekly show.
It's a weekly show. It's guilty pleasure. I watch with the girlfriend. We have fun.
Oh, that's why.
Dude, my
my
lady got so mad at me because like I was just making fun of the show the whole time, and she's like, "I can't watch this with you."
Really?
Yeah, that was last year.
But that's like
I can't watch it with her. Yeah.
That's the fun part of it. Like
I tried.
I talked to Sasha about this. That she watches it with subtitles because they're talking over the show so much, just like talking shit. Like this girl has a big forehead or some bullshit. But it's a fun show.
How mean-spirited are you guys when you watch television? Good God! Oh man.
That's what I enjoy Monday nights at 8 p.m. ABC.
God, I don't understand you. Okay.
That's fine. Let him enjoy that. We'll go enjoy Split.
Okay.
Yeah, watch it for a 4th time and with forgettable characters.
Oh, man.
I don't know about that.
Man.
You just forgot her first name.
Casey, because you dropped the bombshell on me, dude.
What's the main guy's name in Bachelor?
Nick.
Okay, I just wanted to see if I could catch you. Sorry.
Nick Vial.
Okay.
Hosted by Chris Harrison.
Oh, Jesus.
Really? Chris Hansen?
Chris Harrison.
Oh.
The last Bachelorette was Joelle Fletcher.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Was it Fletcher? JoJo.
That almost scares me even. That almost scares me even more that he remembers that shit than anything else.
Oh, that was great. You should the look of delight on his face when he remembered the nickname JoJo. He's like, "Oh, it's JoJo."
The singer?
No.
Whatever happened to her, by the way?
She was in RV. Was she RV? Or
she was an RV.
She got hit
Look
by
her up. What happened to JoJo?
No, she got hit by an RV. That's what happened.
Ooh.
No, she was an RV.
Yeah, it was a bit. It was a gag.
I get it.
It was.
I was like, that just took a really dark turn if she got hit by an RV.
I hope she.
Can I request a song for your wedding?
Yeah. What do you want?
Did you name like at least like 3 songs that you have? You named.
I have a handful
Arctic
on
Fire.
My phone. I can.
Kidding.
Arctic Fire.
I'm just kidding.
That's
Arctic
like the
Monkeys.
ultimate hipster band right there. Oh.
Was this the Bachelor opening song?
You don't know this song?
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you get it now. Yeah. Backstreet Boys. Come on, Backstreet's back. All right. I know the dance. I know everything.
Streets back. All right. Yeah, I can throw that in there. It's great.
Thanks.
Yeah,
I'll
throw it in there for you.
I'll be on the dance floor.
I'll be like, all right, everyone just leave and let Brian do his thing for a few minutes, guys. He requested this one. Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
I had that soundbite too.
Yeah. Why didn't you play it?
Because I'm playing Backstreet Boys.
You're not playing any sound bites.
I know.
The only problem with
passionate about Bachelor.
The only problem with the last Schmo show is that I didn't go through all the sound bites, so I didn't know. And I still got to memorize your whole setup here too.
So you use this.
I get
it. I know
now.
Anyone listening has no idea what the fuck we're talking about.
No.
But you used this thing last time.
Yes. Yeah.
I just have a little MIDI keyboard connected to a soundboard on my computer, so I just push buttons.
Mm-hmm.
I try not to use as many sound bites during the actual Smo show because there's so many people talking already.
Yeah.
And I don't want to add more and more.
Yeah, you did one during the giveaways. Don't ever do sound bites during giveaways.
Really?
Because I don't want studios like, oh, you making fun, like, or anything like that. Not that you were, but I'm just saying, I just let those go by because the studios watch that part.
Because I want I have this one. Do you guys know what this movie's from? Let me see.
What the hell?
No, I didn't
heard that. I've heard that.
What's it from?
It's from a movie. So I just wanted you to say like, oh, we have this cool giveaway in him. Someone would say like, what the hell?
No, don't do that. I don't approve. Yeah. Sorry. What's it from?
Cody, do you have any clue?
No, I can't.
It's from Bedazzled.
Bedazzled. I love that movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
I did. Okay, I did see you had Bedazzled. I wish you had the
gotta go
swimming
out there.
by the sandy shores. I wish you had that.
We gotta give that. Just give it 110%. And he's fucking sweating all over the. I love that movie.
No, I just like that's when he finds out he has a small dick as a as a basketball guy.
He's like, come on.
I love.
Damn the devil!
Yeah, he's got giant fingers and he can't press it.
Come on. That really is a funny movie, man. We gotta bring that one back.
Oh man, Elizabeth Hurley. What happened to her?
Smoking hot.
What happened? Look her up. You still haven't looked up JoJo. I would like to know. But we all have laptops, by the way. We're not looking this up.
You guys can look.
I'm sorry. I'm just barking orders here. All right, I'll look up JoJo. Was that an actual soundbite?
No, that was me.
Okay,
that's pretty good.
Shit. All right, JoJo here. What happened here?
He's like hit by RV, but still alive.
She was in RV, right? The Robin Williams
still making
movie?
music apparently. She's still having albums here. Interesting.
I never saw it.
RV. All right. Never saw RV?
No,
it's not great.
I wouldn't imagine. I did see Old Dogs or Wild Dogs. One of those.
Oh, was that the biker one?
One of them. There's an Old Dogs and then there's a Wild Dogs.
Wild Hogs was the biker one.
Excuse me.
It's a classic film. You don't mistake that with Old Dogs, which is another classic film.
He probably likes those movies.
He probably does.
I've never seen those.
Okay,
movies.
They're not good. Oh man.
What's your biggest guilty pleasure movie?
I thought about that, but I forgot. Continue with what's yours?
See, mine's Bubble Boy.
I do like Bubble Boy. I like Bubble Boy.
Bubble Boy is bad.
It's a bad movie.
It's a terrible movie.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, like a lot of people. Well, there's some movies. Well, a lot of people consider guilty pleasures, but I genuinely just think is a great movie, and I don't care when it. Like Point Break is a fucking great movie.
I can understand.
It's a great fucking movie. I don't care what people. And the same thing with Starship Troopers.
Pretty cheesy though.
It's cheesy, but it's fucking great.
Okay.
Starship Troopers the same thing too.
I remember loving Starship Troopers as a kid.
I watched Rocky 4 last night.
Oh, that's a guilty pleasure.
What is up with the robot in the?
Oh yeah,
I did not remember
Happy
that.
Birthday, Polly.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
What the hell? Why was that in there?
I remember before Schmoes, I'd never seen any of those movies, and then JT gave me the box set, and I watched all 6 of them, like back to back to back to back.
Great movies. Creed was an amazing movie.
Creed is my
Creed's
favorite.
a great
my favorite
movie.
in the
I love that movie.
Creed's my favorite one in all the Rocky movies.
Watching that movie, I was just bawling throughout the theater. And
that's I don't know about that, but that's kind of the thing where it's very similar to how everything now, or at least in 2014 and it came out 2015, right?
Creed did, yeah.
Same thing with Jurassic World, Force Awakens, kind of taking
Jurassic World. Okay, I'm gonna guess. Did you hate Jurassic World, Ryan?
I thought it was fine. I know it's a bad movie,
Talk
but
about forgettable characters.
I enjoyed it.
I think it's a pretty good movie.
I really like that movie a lot.
Yeah,
too.
I kind of do.
Yeah,
I thought it's a bad rap.
The Indominus Rex is fucking awesome, even though it did only the
pretty
invisibility.
All CGI,
Yeah. No,
I would have liked one similar scene to in Jurassic Park with the T-Rex going through the car.
Okay, see, I think I trouble with this scene all the time because I know they did do some practical puppetry in the movie. They just glossed everything over with CGI, except obviously besides the Apatosaurus or Apatosaurus, excuse me. There was one part where Chris Pratt goes underneath the truck and he cuts the oil to have it spill over him.
That's a good sequence, by the way. That's a very intense sequence.
It looks so good that I think it's a head, but I don't know.
Really?
Where its head kind of drops
I'll have to rewatch it.
It looks real, and it's
probably not.
And it's seamless when it goes up and it walks away. And that was one of the things that Jurassic Park does so well. But I can't believe that if it was or not. I just want them to do like it. I know it's expensive, but it just looks so much better.
Yeah,
it looks so much better.
I remember like when during the production they had the things of the raptors.
Yes, yeah,
they had the heads. Oh well, what the fuck? Like even when they're in the movie when it's the heads, it looks kind of CGI.
Yeah,
like I remember it being real in the fucking
they
production.
Fucking painted all over that shit for some reason. I don't know why. I feel like that would cost more money. Nah, maybe
it just didn't look good. Maybe they just didn't have the right people doing it.
I guess. I mean, you can't get as good as Stan Winston.
Yeah, that's true.
Rest in peace. But yeah,
interesting.
I just want practical stuff, man. You know,
yeah.
Force Awakens was fucking great with that. I mean, there's obviously going to be CG. Even Rogue One was full of CG, but still, when you go to that Jeddah, that one planet, and there's just all the creature makeup and stuff. It's just I love seeing that shit. I love seeing it.
Did you just come right now?
I did.
Yo, the creatures.
Nothing excites me more than
practical effects.
I just lost
nothing. Like there's nothing more real looking than the Thing.
We got to soundbite that out.
The Thing, The Fly. So many fucking great movies back in the day. Even fucking Starship Troopers looks so good.
Yeah.
When was the last time you seen that movie?
The
CG for that film was so out of its time.
Yeah. Good shit.
That was pretty terrifying when like the thing goes through the heart, like kills the girl from the back.
Oh yeah, the arachnids.
I know I've told you before the scene where the thing drains the dude's brain out.
Yeah.
Scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
Neil Patrick Harris as a villain.
He's not a villain.
I thought he was a bad guy.
No. He becomes like a general because he has psychic powers. Yeah. Yeah.
I thought he was the bad guy, like that's like controlling the horde. I don't remember that.
No,
movie that well.
there's no human villain really.
Just the one douchebag gets his brain sucked out.
Yeah, Xander. Yeah,
Xander.
It's such a douchebag name. I'm sorry, anybody out there whose name's Xander, but
But you're a douchebag.
You're either really cool or a douchebag.
That's true. That is very true. I do love in that movie when the captain or the lieutenant. He sticks his hands in the dude's brains and he's like, "They sucked his brains out." Like just like looks at the camera while doing it. Oh, it's so good. I don't have that on Blu-ray. I think I might go to Best Buy today. I don't know. I've always come by it and I'm like, how come I don't have this?
Where do you watch it all the time? Just Netflix or whatever? Or
I haven't. It was on Netflix for a while. I haven't seen it in a long time. And have you ever seen the sequels?
Someone's phone going
off. That's my phone. I put it away. I'm sorry.
You have Vibrate on still? I haven't had Vibrate on my phone in years.
What do you use?
Nothing.
Oh, you just see it alert?
A ding.
Oh, well, I don't want it dinging. It better be dinging.
Well, it's like when I'm doing podcasts and stuff and I have it on the table, it doesn't vibrate.
Okay. Well, it still goes off?
No, it just like, it pops up like a notification.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah. You said ding, like it makes a ding.
Well, when I have it on the... Why are we talking about it? I want to talk about Starship Troopers. Have you ever seen Starship Troopers 2 and 3?
No.
Good God, man. Oh.
Aren't those direct to DVD?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the third one, Marauders.
I remember
saw the return of Casper Van Diem, excuse me.
Get your van.
Jean-Claude Van.
Yeah. Anyway.
They had a kid. Yeah, it's not good. And they're remaking it.
We've come to a complete halt now.
They're remaking it.
Really?
Yeah.
Starship Troopers?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, because the original is based off of a book by...
Oh, that's right. I remember seeing
that Clark fella, I think, maybe.
Clark fella. Great guy.
Clark Kent?
Clark Kent.
Yeah.
Clark Wolf. Isaac Clark.
A lot of Clarks in the world.
Lewis and Clark.
Dick Clark.
Dick Clark. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
But I think the remake, they are making it more towards like the book, because I guess the book and the original film are kind of off a little bit. I can imagine so.
The tone is like completely campy in the first.
Yeah.
Like they try to go for like this metaphoric type.
The propaganda.
Yeah. But like it just didn't work. Or it was like goofy.
You know, it did work. The shotgun in Split, though.
That absolutely did.
She has it.
Okay, she has it against her
and
attacker.
And then at the end, it's kind of the similar situation. She summons the courage.
Full circle.
You see where we're going?
Full circle.
Two sound bites. Three sound bites that we need to get for the future. One from Rogue One is when they're in the stupid meeting, and then Felicity Jones starts talking, and then the one dude in the background is just, "What do we propose to do?" just super in the background. I don't know why that's so damn funny, but it's so great. I feel like Gareth Edwards is just like, I'm gonna yell real quick and just and I think
it's my cameo.
Yeah, but the other ones are from Split, and it's when he's like, "Your heart is pure," and like his eyes roll back.
Right? You have no.
And then he's like,
three times he's come to the office the past couple weeks and just screaming that. And I'm like, I get it. Okay?
And then the other one,
that scene.
And then right after he's like, "Rejoice." It's so funny.
We forgot to do this. We forgot to get the right behind you, Kimberly. From
right behind you, Kimberly. Yeah. Gosh,
that's what the ending of Split, where he's like, he sees the scars. He's like, "You are pure."
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
You see, Brian, I don't know if it's obvious because it's showing that she was also gaming.
Okay.
You get that? Okay, you understand why he...
But I wonder why she had the scars. Oh, they told me in the flashbacks.
You see,
they told me
you see how they spelled that out
for you?
Well,
if they didn't have the flashbacks, how else would you know?
They could have
done some dialogue.
They could have had some dialogue with 3 girls getting into like, hey, what the fuck's going on here?
That's true. Yeah.
Let's learn about each other before we move on.
Yeah, that's true.
You want them to sit in a circle and talk about their past, Brian?
Speaking of which, I rewatched Breakfast Club last night. God damn it, that's
a great movie. That's good. You watched that and you still didn't watch La La Land. I just want to point that out. And Sing Street.
I don't want to get up.
Okay, fair enough. Sing Street is on Netflix. You have no damn excuse.
I gotta watch that.
No excuse. Both of you.
The remote is over there.
I understand that at this point where I'm talking about it so much, it's not going to live up to the expectations.
It's
but
not that
you
great.
have to freaking watch Sing Street, man.
I have a guilty pleasure. Do you know where this is from?
That's enough now from all of you.
Oh, Deep Blue Sea.
That's my guilty pleasure.
Is it?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. No, I like that movie too.
All right.
Enough! Yeah.
Interesting.
Just gets eaten, but that scene scared the shit out of me.
When the shark jumps out?
And going back, it's like a goofy CG, like Sam Jackson.
It looks so bad. Yeah. I think, there is some practical shark stuff in that too.
Probably, yeah.
When they're doing the test on its brain, that's an actual fucking puppet just moving around and stuff.
And also when like the cabin is like half full of water and the shark just swimming through it, that's terrifying.
Yeah, that's some good stuff. But I mean, you can't really mimic a giant mako shark.
Yes, you can.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. That's pretty good. That's
Did you just like see into the future and know that's what he was going to say to get that soundbite up?
Yeah.
Good God, that was good, sir.
Man.
All right. Well, timing in this bitch.
Before we get into some Twitter questions and wrap this thing up, Cody, last week, or when did we record last week? We don't do this on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm. It was whenever Split came out initially, and we got mad at Brian for not seeing it.
because he's a piece.
He should have never seen it, as far as I'm concerned.
Motherfucker. But I did a Power Rangers pitch.
Oh yeah. Okay, so here's the deal. Oh, I'm gonna do a pitch. Don't worry, guys.
Okay.
I know people are like, "Come on, you said you were gonna do it."
So many people.
Yeah. I got a couple tweets or comments. Fuck it. Somebody
Literally
cares.
two.
I said a couple. All right, so I'm gonna do. I said I was gonna pitch a Pokemon trilogy, but as I was writing down ideas and shit, I'm like, we got to go full Harry Potter in this bitch, and it's gonna be like at least 8 film series. Now, I'm not gonna do the entire thing today because we'd be here for like a half hour talking about all this shit. So I'm gonna do the first movie today. Okay, if it's good, we will continue to do one segment each week. Okay. If it sucks, I will not repeat this, and we'll never talk about it again. Okay?
Yes.
All right.
And next week, Brian's gonna pitch his Bachelor films movie idea.
Could you do something like that?
I don't know.
And do like a movie?
No, because they already have a spinoff called Bachelor in Paradise, which is awesome.
God, I hate you so much. Okay. All right.
Go ahead, Cody. Brian, you want to hit that music, please?
Let's hit it. Let's get in the mood.
This is Brian.
What's that?
Brian, are you into Pokemon? Did you play it as a kid?
I have not.
Okay, so you're gonna.
I used to play Pokemon Snap and
good enough.
Pokemon Stadium on the 64.
Yeah, that's good.
Now, before we get into this, actually, I want to let people know.
I'm
kidding. All right. Now, it's not going to be entirely canon with the show and with the game, but here we go. Oh, I forgot it's instrumental. There's no music. There's no lyrics.
Told me to.
I know. I'm not prepared for this. Okay, so we're going to start out. We got this teenage girl. Her name's Red. Okay.
Ooh, female.
Now,
nice.
Yeah, I'm starting. 2017.
That's true.
We're gonna break some boundaries. Now, yes, she has a real name. We're gonna call her Red. Fuck it. She had red hair. She wears a red hat. She's called Red. She's getting ready for a Pokemon adventure. Okay. Her mom doesn't want her to do this. Her dad's out of the picture completely.
Asshole.
He's what a dick, right? And the real thing, she doesn't remember her childhood at all. Ooh, weird. She's got some memory problems. Okay.
Like me.
Oh, really? Okay. The reasons why will be revealed later in the franchise.
Okay,
we're also going to figure out about the dad and shit. All right, so she goes off and she gets her Pokemon from Professor Oak, who's like much older here than he was in the games. He doesn't remember anything. He doesn't remember her name. Doesn't remember even if she's a boy or a girl. See what I'm doing here? To make it like...
Yeah, okay, you can choose your... Yeah, that's good.
Okay. So, she picks Squirtle because it's the best fucking one. I want to point that out. Squirtle. Her neighbor picks Charmander, and he jokingly says, "I'll be the blue to your red," and it works in the fucking movie. He picks Charmander, and they go off to Viridian City, where it's like kind of like the kickoff, where all the because in my world, I know in the games like once you turn 10, you can go on your journey or whatever. That's a little extreme.
Yeah.
So I'll go 16. It's like getting a driver's license when you start your Pokemon
16.
journey, okay. Yeah. So all these kids are here at Viridian City for the kickoff. They go to Pewter, and they got to go through the Viridian Forest first, right? They get to the Viridian Forest. and it's fucking terrifying.
Hell yeah.
It's like the trees are fucking covering everything. It's basically nighttime all the time. It's like this fucking found footage Blair Witch Slender Man shit. That's what it's like, except with Pokemon.
Hell yeah.
Bug Pokemon.
Weedles look like penis little things.
Yeah. And then she catches a Spearow beforehand, so she has that advantage to where she can at least bird Pokemon can beat the bugs easily. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, they come across this one thing. It's like this weird thing hanging from a tree. It's like this weird pressing thing.
I know what it is.
And it falls, and it's a fucking Kakuna.
Yep.
And it explodes into this Beedrill, this giant fucking 8-foot-tall flying terrifying shit. It's more powerful than the Spearow, so they gotta run the fuck out of there.
Big B.
They end up beating it, but it poisons them, so they gotta run out of the forest, make it out, get to the Viridian City Poké Center, okay? And then they get to the Pewter City.
Oh, they get to
Pewter.
Don't backtrack.
No, they make it through the Spearow's navigation skills. I want to point out because they can't. So it goes up. It's working together and shit.
Yeah,
fuck it, whatever.
It's like a drone.
All right. So they get to Pewter, and she goes to the Pewter City gym and gets the shit kicked out of her by the 2 warm-up trainers before you get to Brock.
Oh, you're actually doing the warm-up. This is great.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Now Brock, by the way, is like 50 in this movie. He's been through some shit.
Hell yeah.
He has been notorious
Smoked a
for
lot of
not
weed.
letting any trainers through in the last 5-10 years. Okay. He's been, even though it's the first step on the fucking 8 gym thing, he's being notoriously difficult and he's not letting anyone through. So he's like yelling at her. He's like, "You're not supposed to be here. Get out. You guys aren't meant to go on this journey." There's some shit with him. Okay. Again, revealed later.
Yeah.
So she goes on and, she leaves all defeated and shit. And it's all this like depressing shit. And then she starts to like hang out in Pewter City and get to know with all the people. And it's kind of like a Big Bear type town, It's
The music stopped, but I'm gonna play it again.
all right, cool. Here we go. So then she goes back. And she just wants to learn how to be a trainer again. She's never really been in any battles. She went in and got her ass kicked. So she's out there. She trains a couple people like youngster Joey, who, if you remember in the game,
he's a little shithead.
There's
like 17 of them.
When you run into a trainer, they're like, "Hey, I don't like you. Let's battle."
Yeah.
This guy's thing in the game was, "I like shorts because they're fun and comfortable to wear," something like that. So I'm gonna keep that in there. All right. Okay. So then he battles Joey and then all this shit, and then she comes across a Pikachu, which is like, trailer shot. Oh man, fucking Pikachu's here.
Pikachu
kicks the shit out of her. So it's like, oh wow, okay. So she leaves all defeated. Gets back. She eventually catches it and all that shit. Whatever. And she goes back, she gets stronger. This is a long training montage. She goes back to the gym, she beats the 2 guys, she goes to fight Brock, and this is a huge, 30-minute epic battle, okay? Brock starts out with an Onyx. If you remember in the show, he starts out with the Geodude. We'll get to that later.
No, he starts off, and the game, too.
And the game. He starts out with an Onyx, and it beats her Spearow and her Pikachu, because obviously has the advantage. Brings out the Squirtle. It's tough, but she's able to beat. Okay, he get him a couple bubble attacks because she has the water versus rock advantage. Then he brings out his next Pokemon. You think it's a Geodude. No, it's a fucking Golem.
Yeah.
It's a Golem. It's been years since the game started, man. All right, so this thing is angry. It's beating the shit out of Squirtle. Now, Red is obviously screwed. This is why no trainers have beaten Brock in years, because he's got a freaking level 40 Golem. How the hell is this level 10 at best Squirtle going to be able to beat it? I gotta catch my breath. Okay, so she has to strategize around this. So she's using her Tail Whip to break down the defense of the Golem.
Yeah.
And just keep doing that. And she's fortunate enough she was able to train it in the Viridian Forest to escape. So its evasiveness skills are off the charts.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's able to avoid the punches and the rock throws and all that shit. Eventually, she's able to just keep hitting it with bubbles and tail whips and breaking it down, essentially. But she runs out of the ability to do bubble.
Okay.
You know how you use it too much, you run out of the PP? PP is the actual term, Brian.
Point power. You run out of the
PP. You run out of the PP. And then, so Brock gets pissed off. He's like, "Fuck this. I'm not messing around anymore." Golem, Earthquake. He uses fucking Earthquake. Now, it is powerful, but it is against a water Pokemon, so it doesn't completely knock Squirtle out. But it's like, oh man, you're done now. And it destroys the gym. Earthquake, by the way, just crumbles the whole gym. Brock doesn't give a fuck right now. He's like, "I'm not letting this little girl beat me." And then she has a moment with Squirtle, who, by the way, throughout this whole story, they've had this trouble bonding. It's kind of like the Ash and Pikachu thing in the original show. They don't trust each other. She's like, "Look, you got to do this. I'm just going to get rid of you, do this, whatever, all the shit." And it gets all inspiring. And Squirtle, summons up the courage and, learns the new move, Water Gun. Fucking hits it. Boom. Beats the Golem. Brock is can't believe it. He's like, people don't fight like that anymore. I can't believe he did it. Gives her the badge, goes off and all that shit. And then she's getting off to the next adventure and sees Mount Moon in the distance. So, that sets up the sequel. Comes up, and Blue comes up to her, who hasn't beaten Brock yet. She's like, "Look, people are going to find out what you did here. They're going to beat Brock. People are going to follow you." Because right now she's in first out of all the new trainers, because no one's obviously beaten Brock. She's like, that's fine. She's like, we can team up if you want blue. You teach me, I'll teach you, whatever. We'll do all that shit. And he's like, no, that's fucking stupid. And then he goes back.
Nice.
And then that's the end of the movie. Credit scene. Keep that music going, Brian. We're at the top floor of the Silphco Tower. You see the strange businessman watching the footage from the battle. It's like, You see the Persian Pokemon. Is it Persian? Whatever.
Persian, yeah.
Petsu's like, we might have to keep an eye on this one, girl. Bam!
Nice.
That's the first installment.
Giovanni
It's
setting
Giovanni.
it up.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I like that. And you could do that, too.
I did not... Okay, by the way, I did all this, prep on it. That was prep for a script. I do not pitch for shit. So that probably was way too jumbled. I have a lot more details in the actual thing.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that... I genuinely like the fact that it's canon with the games. Mm-hmm. And I think I know where you're going eventually.
Okay, we'll get there.
I think I know where you're... I won't say on the air. I'll say
we'll
after. But I like that. And I like that an old, rusted Brock
He's just like, fuck this shit, man.
Yeah, but how old is Giovanni now?
Giovanni's up there, too.
Yeah.
He's an older guy.
He's got to be like an emperor kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, obviously we're getting it.
I had an idea where he's like... Not like the president of like the Pokemon thing, but he's like the big fucking dude who tells the kids in Viridian, because he's a Viridian gym leader as well. He's like the one telling them to go off at the beginning and all that shit.
Yeah. That's I like that.
Yeah.
Setting up kids to fail, basically.
Yeah, basically.
And then, and I like Red sort of starting a revolution. Like, hey, that's pretty dope.
That will be revealed in that, They'll be filmed 5 or 6. Where that's
well,
really
you mean this could even be a Netflix series.
Yeah, even
that whole thing could be the first episode, and the first episode's like an hour and a half or something.
Now, again, if that was stupid as hell, by all means, we will not do this again. We will not waste your guys' time.
I mean, I don't know how many people out there listening are huge Pokemon fans.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
if they
like,
played,
what the fuck did I just listen to for the last 5 minutes?
original game, I think they could pick up on some of those things. Okay. And that because I was wondering, like, how are you going to end this? So a Clefairy comes out from fucking Mount Moon or something?
No, I just kind of like looking up in the distance. You can see it through the clouds. You can see Mount Moon up there. And
yeah, that's good. That's a nice little nod. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I dig it.
That's the first film in the series, right?
So was Misty gonna have 2 Starmies?
Why don't you wait till episode 2?
All right. No, she had a Goldeen too, I think too. I don't remember.
Why don't you wait till episode 2?
Okay. All right. I like it. I like it. All right. And then next week, Brian will pitch something from The Bachelor or something. I don't know.
Cuckoo's Nest.
Like a revamped Cuckoo's Nest. 40 years after the original. Yeah. Anyway. That's that. We're moving on to Twitter questions.
Yeah, we'll move on. So that's some good stuff. Can we get an applause, please? Thank you.
Stop it. I hate myself. Okay.
Thank you for doing that as much, as you work on anything else.
Yeah, thank you. Anytime. He gets so mad at me, Brian, because I put so much effort into everything else except like actual work.
Like what? Like what? What do you put effort into?
Huh? Like stuff like that in my fantasy football league.
Yeah. The important things in life.
Yeah. All right, what's our first question?
All right, this first question comes from Gustav Chowan. Any chance Cody will come as a member of Team Wangers on Showdown?
Why not?
Well, Wangers is technically retired.
Oh, yeah.
For those of you who don't know, I'm managing now. I'm a manager in the Showdown.
So you guys had a retirement match.
Yeah, we lost to Real Rejects.
Spoiler.
Well, I mean, it's been out for a week now. This will come out on Monday. It would have been out for almost a week, so... Yeah, we lost. It was a really fucking fun match. I love those guys. Those guys are so much fun, and they're good sports. We're kind of good sports, and
good sports.
Yeah. But again, it's this thing where me and RB3 are just almost there to the last question. It always comes down to the goddamn last question, which is really surprising about the Schmodown in general. How often a lot of these
matches go
down the Schmodown.
Interesting.
Yeah,
because it's rigged.
Oh,
it's clearly rigged. Yes.
No, but I've noticed that the Makuga Finstock one went down to the last question.
Holy shit, man! That was so much fun.
Oh, that was so happy
because that that little twist happened, and this is coming on Monday. It's still very fresh, but you see that match go down, and you're thinking, it's probably going to go one way, and then
that's kind of fucked up. But that made me believe in humanity again.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. I did. Yeah. But I did start a new faction. There,
I should probably answer this question.
There's there's the 4 donkeys and the kitten's pen.
The kitten's pen.
The kitten's pen. Mm-hmm. I think those are their names. Okay. Whatever. They're a bunch of old dudes on the internet, and so I'm starting my own with Real Rejects and RB3, and we just. Yeah, are going to be taking Storm.
The Young Bucks.
The Young Bucks.
Okay, so they're asking if I'm going to be a part of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm engineering every damn thing. I've never once been asked to be a part of the Schmodown.
Me neither, Cody.
Yeah,
we'll be Wangers of version 2.
Yeah, there we go.
We'll be the winner Wangers.
Well, you guys got to prove yourselves. I mean, as a manager now.
I am not good. I am not good. If you remember my first 2 matches,
I'm looking for talent,
Yeah.
And I don't.
You know, it's not like I look like I'm the youngest one there and it's a perfect fit or anything like that. And I'm also a fan of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, so it's okay that it doesn't.
And our thing is, yes, we are going for younger people, but I mean, you gotta be.
You gotta stop someone.
Good for you.
I'm not gonna go over for guys who watch The Bachelor on a regular basis, except maybe Makuga. I would love Makuga to join some kind of faction. You know what I mean?
I talked to Makuga about The Bachelor the whole time.
You gotta stop. It's enough. But if it ever gets to a point where you do join the Schmodown and you get into the ring,
it's gonna be me and Adam. Smith.
Oh, that'd be so much fun.
What are your strengths?
Anything after the year 2008, probably.
Yeah,
that's when I got into movies. No, I don't know.
That's what it says at the bottom.
Classics, yeah.
You'd be surprised.
2009
You'd be surprised
and
though. Every time I look over you and you like,
there's some matches where I do incredible.
I don't know Pride Rock. Excuse me.
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry.
I was pretty upset.
Fuck off.
Go back and watch that episode. I wonder if you can hear me going, "Come on!" in the background when you didn't get that one.
Everyone. That's the one thing. I
get
like
really mad when people yell at you.
Oh my god, I get so fucking pissed off. It's like,
really
get
mad.
up here. Because there's some people down there that have never been in the Schmodown, and I guarantee it. Because I like yelling out too, but just for fun. But I mean, when you're yelling out to matches of guys like John Roca or JT,
Roca's just losing his mind after every comment, every question, and when he's on there, he's like, "Oh god, I don't know if I know this."
Why does he go in the audience? He's just like pissed off the whole time.
For those of you asked about the crowd cam, he's never really in the crowd shot because he's running around so damn much. I can't really get him in frame. That's why I don't cut to it that much. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that man likes to take it very serious.
Yeah.
So
anyway,
but you'll have a place for the Bucks.
Oh yeah,
you will have a place.
Okay, I'll at least come out and cheer you guys on.
That's
something
true.
Like that.
Yeah. So now my duties are pretty much because RB3 is going to be facing Matt Nost. I'm gonna. I just wanna.
Why are all these matches with people like I don't want to root against? I'm like, oh man, I like both these.
Oh
guys.
yeah. Well, I mean, I think that makes it so much more fun because there's so many villains and bad people. I'm saying bad people. Like, just guys talking shit on the internet. They're all really great people. JT, I don't know. That guy's got a dark side. That guy's got a fucking dark side. Yeah. But no, they're all generally great people. It's just some people are just really mean on the internet. So, but yeah,
I like the tweet you posted. It's like, I hope you get drugged out into a back alley and beaten.
Oh yeah. Someone trolled me on the. I think I looked on the comments like the first day because I know there's gonna be.
You look every day, don't you?
I don't look every day.
I see both of you guys respond to comments on the YouTube comments.
Well, I'll do it on the Schmo show just because I like thank you. Like if people genuinely have great things to say, or if they have questions, like a lot of the time when the Schmo show goes out in that first hour or so, people are like, how come there's only an hour? Because if you're watching it on the phone, it takes a while for actually to process, and then eventually processes.
I noticed that when I load it up, it just like cuts to an hour in, and it just like starts.
It's fucking startling at first. Yeah. It's very scary. You're
it's the YouTube app.
Usually, if you're on a phone, the YouTube app, it does it more there. It does do it sometimes on the desktop too.
Which, by the way, I know you don't like the YouTube app, but they just updated it again, and this shit's fucking good.
You and your damn updates.
There's some really good stuff. You can now double tap on the side, and it fast forwards or it rewinds like 10 seconds. It's really cool.
Why would you? Okay.
Because some people, some people like the app.
I understand.
I don't think you do.
I don't.
You never tried it.
I don't. Why would you need to fast forward 10 seconds?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because when I'm watching the show again and we throw in a freak
so
soundbite
works
for JT,
for you. Okay,
it works for a lot of people.
Okay, it works for you.
But you can still like scroll an hour in.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So that's what I do.
No, I do that too. I do both. Best of both worlds. I use the app. All right. Taj at Hey Taj.
Hey Taj.
What would your rap names be? Make some for each other.
C-Odd. C-O-D.
C-Odd. That's so 90s for some reason. I don't know why.
C-Odd.
I guess
I've thought a lot about this guy. Clearly. I mean,
why not?
I have a mixtape ready to go.
You had a quick response to that.
C-Odd.
Sorry,
I was.
Oh, I like that. My Family Guy.
Sorry, I'm prepared for the question, guys. Okay,
gosh. You need to get a bunch of sound bites from Ricky Gervais from Family Guy when he played the dolphin. Have you seen that episode?
No,
I don't watch Family Guy.
I don't use the YouTube app and I don't watch Family Guy.
I'm just telling you what
I pay. Thank you.
It's from the guy who won't watch Sing Street or La La Land. Okay, just saying.
Okay.
I don't watch those movies.
Go do your fantasy football.
I will absolutely. Is that really a soundbite?
Yeah.
Wow.
Brian, what about you? What's your DJ or your not DJ?
DJ.
Your rap.
I would
BP
just go
trademark?
BP trademark. Yeah,
BP trademark. Yeah, that's pretty
that
good.
sounds like a rap DJ name.
Yeah, that's
This
true.
is BP trademark.
BP. I guess I would just go clibbity clop clop or something stupid like that.
Nice.
Flippity flip flop.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Eddie Ruiz, excuse me. I am horrible at
Are
reading
you
these fucking
Mexican?
names. Yeah, Eddie Ruiz at Road Hogging. If Rita is supposed to be the Green Ranger, does that mean she controls the Dragons? Or
All right, Brian, you want to get out for this question?
I'll make this very quick. I don't think Rita is the Green Ranger, or at least I don't think she's like the Tommy Oliver version. She could be one of
probably
the
has the same power.
I think so, maybe, but I don't think we're going to see a Dragon Zord. Let's see. Michael Kennedy at Epic Retro Nerd. What is your favorite John Carpenter movie? If you have one, that's easy. The Thing.
Yeah. Oh, Halloween. I'm going Halloween.
Halloween's great too. Yeah.
I just saw Halloween for the first time
Jesus
last year.
Christ.
And I loved it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen The Thing.
Next question. Just get the next question. Just read the next one. Read the next one.
You ever see They Live?
Oh, God.
Nah.
Just next question.
Have you seen John Carpenter's Ghost of Mars?
I'm telling you to go to the next question now before I lose my mind.
Ask me one more time.
Have you seen Ghost of Mars?
No.
Okay. Let's see. Queen
Why do we have these?
Oliver Queen at
Why
Star,
not, Cody?
Okay,
at
so-
star_city_mayor. Shawshank Redemption or The Godfather? It's easy.
Shawshank
I'm gonna go
Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption. Have you seen either?
Yeah, I would go Godfather
Okay.
because
I guess.
I'm just
No,
going more on the rewatchability factor. Like
Oh,
Godfather,
yeah.
you can argue is a much better movie. Actually, not much better. There's a
I
pretty
don't
good
know,
battle,
man.
actually.
Shawshank is.
But I think I have more satisfaction watching Shawshank.
because Shawshank is more uplifting, and you're
Yeah.
just like, okay, like he got out.
Yeah.
And but
Mhm.
I
something-
enjoyed Godfather.
I don't know why, but there's something about prison movies that I can just watch and watch it. Like I don't know why.
Interesting.
Same thing with like Prison Break. Like I can watch that first season.
What about prisoners? Get it? Because there's prisons in the title.
There's no.
Yeah, this guy. Yeah.
That guy got it.
All right.
Let's see. Adam Johnson at AdamJ_film. I don't know if Brian can answer this one, but do you have any favorite books?
Oh, yeah, he doesn't read.
I don't know if he's ever read
I
it.
gotta
one.
think about this.
He's probably read Stern's book. Does Stern have a book?
Yeah, he has 3.
Jesus Christ.
No, he
All
has
right.
2.
Okay.
He has Private Parts and Miss America.
Oh, Private Parts was a book?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The movie's based on his book.
Oh, they made a book out of that?
Oh, books. So, I'm gonna go. I know I just read it, and you gave me crap for finally reading it, but the Jurassic Park book was very good.
Yes,
I'll
it
give you
is.
that.
It's a very good book. That might be up there.
I
for
know
me.
we were required to read this in school, but To Kill a Mockingbird is pretty damn good. Just saying.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like- yeah, it's a
yeah.
great
To
one.
Kill a Mockingbird.
I didn't read that in high school.
No?
We were assigned, but I would just spark that.
Oh
one.
no, I'm sorry.
Interesting.
I don't think I read that. I read Catcher in the Rye.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was
Interesting.
mistaken.
I love that
Catcher in the
I
Rye
love
is a
that
great book.
I did like the Hunger Games Catching Fire. I think that's a very good book.
Is it the second one?
You just read the second one, or you read the first one?
No, I read the first
Oh,
and
okay.
second. I didn't read the third one because I heard it was terrible. So.
Yeah, I heard it. I do
Yeah.
want to read those eventually because I'm sure they're better than the movies.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You didn't like the movies?
I like the second one.
Second one's the best one. But
First
I think-
one,
I think Mockingjay Part 1 is surprisingly really good. Part 2 is terrible.
It's okay. God, part 2 is so
Is
bad.
it the finale one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
added to that.
I don't know.
I saw the first one. I was like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
You know, I like everything leading up to the Hunger Games. Like I
Interesting.
love that
Interesting.
dystopian world.
Mhm.
I love them getting ready for the games and trying to get
Dude,
sponsors.
the stuff with the soldiers and it looks like straight out of like Fahrenheit 451. You know
Oh,
what I
right,
mean?
right.
Also a good book. By
I
the way.
wish
Hey,
they.
there we
I
go.
never-
I wish
never
they
read
made
that
that into a movie. That would be an awesome movie.
Fahrenheit.
I think they have.
451.
They do have a movie out of it.
But like an older movie.
Oh,
Like,
like
I
a
think
new
it was,
one.
I was thinking it was like a British movie.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
But-
What about you? Favorite book?
I love Catching the Rye. I love Malcolm Gladwell's Outliers. I like
okay.
that book.
Outsiders? Here, you guys read
I
Outsiders?
haven't
didn't
read
see that one.
Outsiders.
No?
Hmm.
Oh, it's a good book.
Interesting.
Do it for Johnny, y'all.
I love 1984, but like it's different than
I-
what people think it is.
I want to read it.
It turns into like a love story in the middle.
Oh, okay.
And you're like, okay, that's cool. Because they like the people like rebel against the city and they
Yeah.
a guy and a girl just like
You
go
read
off.
that for school too?
I don't think so. I read it after
Oh,
high
okay.
school.
Oh, you guys ever read Animal Farm? I'm really
No.
just going off
No,
fucking high school
no,
books at this
no,
point.
I
Animal
hear-
Farm is
I hear it's a good
awesome.
one.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
good.
I read my favorite's Frankenstein. I read that in
Nice.
high school. Fuck, man, that one blew my mind. Holy shit. You got the audiobook? for
I had
that?
the audiobook. I'm in the
Yeah,
middle of it.
yeah, get it.
Mhm.
But
Lost
I-
Stars was pretty good. I read
Lost
that. I
Stars,
did the
Stars
audiobook
book.
for that recently. That's a good one.
I love when you actually get assigned a book in whether
And it's one you actually want to read.
Yeah, it's actually one that's good. Like Lord of the Flies is freaking.
That's a
great.
short story. Wait, no,
No,
that,
it's a
I'm,
book.
I'm thinking Most Dangerous Game. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
That was a short story. Lord of the Flies is very good.
Did you guys ever read anything Agatha Christie in
I
eighth
read
grade?
Murder on the Orient Express.
Read. It's a very simple read, I think, too. And then there were none.
Mm.
Oh, it's a great book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then anything Stephen King.
I'm kind of proud of our answers here, guys. I'm surprised we had answers.
Yeah,
really.
right?
Yeah.
I'm full of Stephen King binge.
I love Bernie Brillstein's book. He was good. He was the manager for like all the SNL characters.
Oh, okay.
So he has like great stories of like.
I think Ken was talking about that.
Yeah, probably.
Bernie Brillstein.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Where did I go right?
Interesting. All right,
Great
we can
book.
do it. Oh,
Okay.
the War for Late Night was a good book about the Tonight Show conflict with Conan and Jay Leno.
Oh, did you read that?
I read
sounds
that one.
interesting.
I didn't read the first. I didn't read Late Shift about the first conflict, but I read the second one. It was,
Okay.
I like stuff like that. Stuff like stories of like inside. I love that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more for the fiction stuff, but I get that too.
Mm-hmm.
The most like Stephen King had a book on writing, which basically
I have that.
Dude, it's great. He basically just talks about his life.
It says it's a good idea to use a shotgun in the first part, and then come
No,
back
but
to it later with
no, but
similar,
it's really
similar
funny.
situations.
Because the one question he hates the most, and I think most writers hate, is where do you get your ideas? And he talks about that a lot. And as you read about his life, you see tiny little things like, oh shit, that's fucking, that's Carrie, because he was a professor and he was a teacher, and he always saw people getting picked on and stuff. So,
And I remember reading that like he noticed, or his wife told him that she wouldn't have to pay for tampons in the bathroom.
Yeah,
and that
she told him
it
the
should be
stories.
free, and then he included it in the story.
the best thing about that is him.
You shouldn't have to pay for tampons in the
No.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Actually, you shouldn't.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Then it bleed everywhere.
The best thing about that is he threw away his manuscript for Carrie, and his wife dug it out of the trash. But really, like the book got sold, but it wasn't until Brian De Palma directed the film that his sales skyrocketed because he sold the rights to his manuscript for like $400,000 at that even at that time. Like that's a lot of freaking money, and he got half of it because I think his editor got the other half, or his manager or whatever. But I go on and on for Stephen King.
Yeah, that's crazy. He wrote it in like a tiny little basement or wherever, and then it was a great story.
Good shit, man. Good shit. I love. That's a good book too.
Mm-hmm.
You read that.
It's more of
very
a
short.
memoir than like
because
teaching you how to write.
No, he does have sections in that book where he'll break down here's a sentence how this person wrote it, and here's how I would write it.
Yeah,
It's a little narcissistic, but
here's how to do it correctly.
Yeah, not so much correctly, but how he prefers it.
Yeah,
and I like that.
He wrote like a 1408. I think there's like some part in that book where he like, okay, this is how it should be written.
Yeah. Which was a nice little.
I love that movie too.
It's a good
1408. Yeah,
Good movie.
Yeah, probably the only good Samuel Jackson / John Cusack Stephen King movie.
Out
You
of
ever
two?
see Cell?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh boy, I saw the first opening. That's a good book. It's a really cool book, but it's just woof.
Have you seen Identity?
Yeah,
I
that's a good
fucking
one.
love
That's what
Identity.
Split reminded me of, but I loved Identity more.
Okay.
That ending's ballsy too. A lot of people don't like that ending.
All
but-
horrors don't get a second
Whores
chance.
don't get a second chance. Yeah, it's brutal. All right, Alex Corey, best opening night for a film. Go.
What does that mean?
Yeah, he's saying
Like opening night, like you going to a midnight
it's the
screening.
best one I've ever had.
Yeah.
Okay.
That-
Dark Knight was pretty good.
That was a good movie.
That was
like a
pretty
good
opening.
because everyone
Good experience.
everyone came out of that movie just like
Yeah.
fuck. What the fuck did I just
Evil
see?
Dead. The Thursday for the new Evil Dead movie was easily like top 5 favorite theater experiences ever. It was sold out, but it was the best crowd to see it with.
I'm cheating, but the re-release of Jurassic Park in 3D.
Okay, no,
Seeing it
I
in
saw that.
theaters,
I saw that in IMAX too.
That
Yeah.
day, holy
That was cool.
shit!
So I never saw it in the theater, obviously, because we were too young. But
When I went, we went the group with us, and my mom went. She hadn't seen it in a long time, and she was screaming all throughout because she just had no idea. 'Cause she'd seen it, but she don't remember.
Marissa hadn't seen it, and she was stressed out
Oh,
as
man.
fuck during the Raptor Kitchen scene.
My little
That is
brother,
an intense scene.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so stressful.
my little brother Ryan, he'd never seen the movie.
Yeah.
So his first time seeing it was in theater. So, I know that he probably didn't hold that as high of a special moment, but I actually was like, oh my god, it's like, oh, you're fucking watching it the first time. That's
awesome,
good. Actually, this one's gonna be weird, but seeing Transformers the first night only because the Cloverfield trailer was attached to it, and there was because I originally thought that trailer was either a Godzilla movie. And then I remember this is when internet was starting. Everyone was kind of getting on
The
forums
website
and shit.
and all that. Yeah.
I saw one where people someone had a whole speculation outline that it was a Power Rangers found footage movie because someone's name was Jason, and then like this guy's Billy, this woman's Kimberly. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Wow.
But it ended up not being that. And the monster would have been the creature they were fighting. And
Yeah.
that's actually a really cool idea. Like a found footage from the outside perspective, just seeing Power Rangers fight. I like that.
Did you guys like Cloverfield?
Love Cloverfield.
Love Cloverfield.
I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
God, I hate you. Next question.
Alrighty. Felix.
I don't really hate you, Brian. It's fine.
I understand.
I'm joking.
I mean, I
joking.
have the right opinion, and you guys have the
Okay,
wrong.
fair
opinion.
enough. Fair enough.
Boo. Felix at Toxic Kid 805. 805, not a bad drink.
That's a good beer.
Yeah. Since Blade Runner 2049 and Kingdom of the Golden Circle come out the same day, which will you think will do better at the box office?
This was a heated debate on Movie Talk a while ago, and I'm going to go Kingsman. I know a lot of people looking forward to Blade Runner. I get it. I do.
I might have to go Kingsman too.
I think Kingsman's going to edge it out.
It's more recent, and a lot of people know about it a lot more, but I'm hoping that Blade... And I think it will be. I think Blade Runner will be a better movie, though.
Yeah, I could see that.
Maybe a better filmmaker, obviously. Who's doing the Kingsman sequel?
Same guy, Matthew Vaughn, I believe.
Is it really?
I think.
I don't think so.
Let me verify.
Really?
Who's doing the Blade Runner?
Denis Villeneuve.
Arrival guy?
Arrival, Prisoners.
Arrival. He has a name.
Sicario.
Well, you just said his name.
Have you seen all his films?
No, I haven't seen it. I got to see Arrival.
Ooh, yeah. You got to see Arrival. Prisoners.
I've not seen Prisoners.
Ooh, that's my favorite.
Dude.
Sicario?
Nope.
Have you seen any movies of this man?
Enemy
at the State?
No.
Enemy at the Gates?
That's not bad either.
Enemy of the State?
No.
Matthew Vaughn is directing Kingsman, by the way, the second one.
Is it really?
Thank you.
Shit.
But no, I haven't seen any of Denis Villeneuve's.
Denis.
Dennis.
He's French-Canadian.
He's fucking in America right
Denis.
now.
Easy, man. It's hard times right now.
All right.
You know what's funny? My excitement for that movie has just gone up.
Just because he's coming back?
Because I didn't know it was... Because I was like, was Kingman sequel without Vaughn? I don't care. I
love the first Kingman.
I like the first one too, but I didn't think he was coming back for this. So I'm actually excited for that. Okay.
By the way, the movie I was talking about earlier in the podcast, about an hour ago.
I don't even remember what you were talking about.
Where I couldn't find it, that you said you saw recently, Copster? Knowing.
Oh, yeah.
You said it's a great movie, but I haven't seen it.
I like that movie a lot. I like that movie. It's one of the only movies where the world actually ends. And I think that's cool.
I guess.
It's not a good movie.
It's a cool premise. It's a very cool premise. And I get it. It's like, Adam and Eve by the tree. We get it. Yeah. That's how it is.
Jerking off motion again.
Again with that. Why is he resorting to that today?
All right. SP Punk at Colonel Fittler.
All right.
Are you looking forward to the Injustice game sequel? Any characters you want to see? I played a little bit of the first one.
Yeah, I didn't beat the first one. I'm not a fan of those Mortal Kombat type. I'm just not good at them. Basically, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Trying to get all the combos down. I'm just not good at them, guys.
It's
sorry.
fucking hard. Once you beat the first two guys, it just unleashes on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the story they presented though.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the one where they kill Lois in the first one, right?
Yeah.
And then Joe. Yeah. Okay.
I really wish they made a good Mortal Kombat movie adaptation.
Well, they're coming out with one, I think, too. So
they've been saying that for 20 years.
That's true. Yeah. Aaron at the AAA guy.
Hey.
If blue is the color of the sky, what do hamsters smell like?
Aaron, this is a good question. It kept me up for a while, and I can't have a good answer for you right now. I'm trying to think.
Paint.
You think hamsters smell like paint?
Yeah,
I'm thinking like hay.
Yeah, don't they roll around in that shit?
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good a good one.
One of those
cheddar.
little
Okay.
things, yeah.
I'm gonna go with hay.
Sure.
Hay.
Sellers at CX Sellers. Can you speculate on what Marvel's Phase 4 movies you think will be announced? What new solos, team ups? I don't want them to.
I'm about to say I don't
care as much. Yeah. I want to see Avengers Infinity War, and especially the movies they lined up. It's just if I wouldn't have known about all these movies.
There it is.
If I wouldn't have known about these movies, it would be a lot better.
The dog is really mad. It's like, why don't you care?
Because it comes back to the whole thing we were talking about being surprised. When they do, it's cool that they do that, Marvel event for fans and for press and stuff. It's like, you don't see, DC announces their movies by press release, like a business plan or something like that. But it's cool that they do that, but at the same time, it's like, oh, okay, now we know where we're going. Yeah. We know the titles of these movies. We can see where they're...
How cool would it be if they had, they started up production on a Marvel movie, didn't announce a director, cast, or anything, you just saw a teaser for it, and you're like, oh!
Yeah, for the first time. Yeah, because I get from a marketing standpoint...
they randomly made a Fantastic Four movie and nobody knew, and they're like, whoa!
Because I get from a marketing standpoint that you got to tease these movies out, but it's let the first tease... be the first time we see a teaser or something, and okay, that's the next movie we can expect to come out in the next few months.
And I get with this giant corporation, you can't just make a secret Disney movie and have people just say, oh, well, we'll wait to see what that is.
But you know what? At this point, I think they can.
They're powerful enough to where they can?
I think so, because, you even, Ant-Man was an example of, who the hell is going to see this movie? As long as it's got the Marvel name on it at this point, Guardians of the Galaxy was probably the biggest risk they've ever taken. And ever since they do that, they can do anything. Mm-hmm. They could probably do a Groot and Rocket Raccoon spin-off movie, and it'll do great. You know,
Right.
so it's
there's a great comic book with Ant-Man and Jax, or is it Drax or Jax?
Drax.
That's a great comic book where like they feed off each other. It's pretty funny.
Interesting.
That would be cool to see them team up like that.
To answer this, I mean, they're probably gonna do like a new Avengers team. I'm sure like Spider-Man will lead it. I'm sure. I think even Iron Man will still be part of it too because he's not doing his solo movies anymore, at least not for a while. But
is he still going to be playing it?
I think so.
Robert Downey?
I think so. Yeah, I don't see dude's making so much money and it's ridiculous. But I would just like for them. I would like if they are going to do a Phase 4, end it with Avengers: Infinity War, which they're not going to do, but end it there, and then just take a break. You know, let it sit for a while. Let us enjoy those movies. Let us enjoy the Netflix shows because those will still go on. But I mean, you know, money talks. Yeah. So let's see.
Sorry, I'm super excited for the second Guardians. I love the first one.
Guardians.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Borderliner now with Avengers for my favorite Marvel movie. Like the first Guardians is incredible.
And it was like Star Wars with Marvel.
Yeah.
And again, I won't say like where this movie takes place, but you know, it sucks because we work with this stuff. So it's like stuff that we have to hear about all the time. But I would have liked to have not known where this movie takes place in the timeline. That would have been a nice little surprise.
Guardians?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I don't know either.
I don't pay attention to that.
I mean, again, it's not like a huge thing, but it's just, again, you know, let us be surprised. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, just let's do one more. Okay. Austin T. Welch, excuse me. How pissed would you be to see Brady lift the Super Bowl trophy again?
Let's let this be known that this episode will be coming out after the Super Bowl, so we are recording it before. I will be very upset if he wins again. I'm not happy about this.
Why?
I hate the fucking Patriots with passion, bro. It got a point. I can't even root for like JT when he's doing trivia matches because he's a part of the Patriots faction.
That's true.
I can't do it. Patriot team, sorry.
I mean,
faction.
They're so good. It's just like whatever.
Yeah, and it's just they just win all the time.
Yeah.
And yes,
you can't even complete a sentence.
I know. It just angers me. Okay, look, the whole cheating thing, Deflategate wasn't that big of a deal, but they have been caught cheating in the past, and they don't need to fucking cheat because they're the damn Patriots. That's probably what pisses me off the most about it. And they're just really fucking good, and they're assholes, and whatever. Sorry,
I think
if you're
the fans
Patriots
are
fan,
more.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. We know JT. So he got to the Super Bowl.
That wasn't the Patriots. He got
to the Super Bowl.
He's happy to be there this weekend.
I love you, JT.
Freak!
Yeah. Where are they playing?
They're playing
Houston?
Atlanta, but they're in Houston.
Okay,
Yeah,
right. No, I knew that who we were playing. I just didn't know where.
Mhm.
Okay, well, yeah, I don't really care. I'm gonna watch it get drunk.
I don't really care either.
Yeah,
All right.
Watch
I
it.
get really emotional, but I just fucking hate
watch the TV spots or the movie spots that have already been released.
Yeah, why do they do that? Why do they release the
They
trailers?
did that last year. Well,
know. Why
this
did they
year,
do that? I don't
this year,
understand.
well, they're doing it. They released the 30-second teasers to the 40-second movie spots, or are they like a minute now?
I hate it. I hate this now.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna release this new Star Wars trailer?
No.
Or no, you
No,
don't think so?
Probably
They're gonna wait till Star Wars Celebration in April.
Didn't they do that last Super Bowl though?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Everyone was
There
waiting
no-
for it, and they didn't do it.
There was no Star Wars. Yeah.
I remember watching it at work. There was during something. There was a Star Wars thing during a game.
Monday Night Football.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a little before. That was before. That was when we were driving home after we did
But
Top
the Force
10.
Awakens one. I think he's talking about the Rogue One.
Yeah.
No, it was the Force
Force
Awakens.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's when we watched the trailer in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they were like,
While
let's do it.
driving, it was really thrilling.
And then we're
Yeah.
like, let's do a reaction to it. Like,
Yeah.
oh no, this is lame.
yeah, like this isn't not.
Yeah, no, we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Would it be lame to do a reaction to a reaction video?
No, because
That has been spoofed somewhere before.
But people do that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, people do that.
I would just make fun of like, oh, it seems like cops are really not enjoying this trailer.
Yeah.
Cody's
Yeah.
been kind of silent the whole time. Interesting.
Yeah, the
It's
reaction
like
thing.
screen within a screen with a screen.
We got to do it sometimes. People enjoy them.
If that hasn't been done, we need to make that a video. That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah,
Oh, is this it?
I think that's it.
Oh, okay.
All right, play the music. Bye.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm just
Hurry.
kidding.
All right.
No, but yeah, we got to do the whole plug thing.
Yeah.
because people don't know.
Do
what
the
we're doing.
housekeeping.
Housekeeping. Yes.
Housekeeping.
Thank you all so much for listening. We appreciate you. That's a.
Are you okay? I feel like you lost all your energy right now. You're just kind
No.
of like, all right,
No,
like
I
he's
did-
broken.
He's
I-
like,
I did
all
just
right,
get.
fine.
I got my last.
Thanks for listening.
I got my last set of documents for my apartment.
Oh,
which
so you want to hurry
So
up
I'm
and get on
gonna
that. I
forward
apologize. I
the
didn't
email.
realize
I'm
you
not
were
rushing it, but
Okay.
it's hopefully, and hey, this is good for all y'all out there because if I get this apartment, it's a 2-bedroom, so we can record and do everything there, and it can be on video again.
Mhm.
So, because we'll have a place to do that.
What a dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do the. What's wrong with you?
What is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best.
So thank you all there for listening. We really appreciate you, whether it's on YouTube or on iTunes. If you are on YouTube, please leave a comment. Hit that thumbs up video. Give a like on this video or a thumbs down. I don't really give a shit. But at least let us know your thoughts about this entire episode, what are your favorite moments, and hopefully you were commenting.
Did you understand that the shotgun scene in Split was at the beginning, was a reflection of the one at the end?
Yes.
Okay.
Let us know what you thought about Cody's Pokemon pitch. I really enjoyed it. If you want to see that come back, I do want to see that come back. Let us know what you think about Beardo and how weird you think he really is.
Mm-hmm. Make your dreams come true.
Yes. Thank you. And also, if you're listening to us purely on iTunes, please give us a 5-star rating because there's a lot of really great shows on this network. You've got the Schmoville podcast, you've got the Showdown Rundown, the Wanger Show, and the Harloff podcast, which I think might be coming back. I think JT uploads on here once in a while. And then we are going to be having something very soon. There will be an announcement next week. I'm making sure that's going to happen this week because I forgot about it last week. Sorry to specific people involved with that. And so yeah, peace. Yes, there you go. Yeah, I'm trying not to.
I was so confused for a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So yes, please be sure to give us a 5-star rating. Leave us a review. Share with us on iTunes. Share with us as much as possible. We love giving back to y'all, and I hope you enjoy these different programs. Cody, where can the good people find you on the internet? Excuse you.
What the fuck was that?
He had his finger on that button for the longest time.
I'm gonna wait for Cody to start. Hold on. You guys can find me on Twitter at @therealCodyHall. Yeah.
Anywhere else?
Stop with the coughing, bro.
No.
You can find me on this show. You can find me on Schmoes.
Pornhub.com/Cody
and on Pornhub. Yep, that's a good channel there.
Brian, where can they find you on Twitter? God knows you need the followers.
Twitter.com/schmoesbeardo.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Use that name to get followers, you bastard.
I need more followers?
I don't know.
I don't really care about followers.
You got to get up there, man.
All right.
You really don't.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter if I have followers.
Matter.
No one's searching Beardo.
No. No one's liking your tweets about Split either. Oh! And you can find me on Twitter at Cops15 right here on the Wanger Show, and every single Wednesday 7 to 9 p.m. PST on the Schmoes No Show, where we go live every single week. We have guests, we have sound bites, we have a lot of fun and exciting things. We got headphones on that show. Damn, it's good to have headphones on that show and be able to hear everybody and the chaos and madness that we do on that show. It's very exciting. It makes the show a lot more. I don't know. It gives a little
more unity. You feel like we're closer together now.
It does.
It absolutely does. Each other
There's
from
a
across
couch
the room.
now.
It's more comfortable. You're like, oh, I'm just talking to these guys.
It's a really crazy and bizarre setup that we have to do every single week, but it actually feels like a grand production.
Have no idea how long it takes to set up that thing from the regular Collider sets.
Huge fan. So thank you all there who support us on all those things. We really appreciate you. And Brian, why don't you hit that song, sir? Go Young Bucks. Do it. Hit that motherfucker song, motherfucker. You guys want to get some food?
What do you want to get?
Some Chinese?
Really? Is there a Big Up 6 around here?
No, we're going to get a pizza.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I don't hang out with these guys.
I know. I fucking hate you guys. Oh, man.
We just do this podcast thing just because, I don't know.
Brian actually did love Split.
He really did. Yeah.
And the show's over.
And Cody and I love The Bachelor.
It's a great show.
But for real, guys, got a really big announcement. And I have to say that